It is day 22 of the government shutdown. This is Better Moody, and you're listening to The Way Forward. It is day 22, and the situation is slowly degrading. The dogs are barking louder. Sure, I know it's quiet right now, but they do. You're going to have to trust me on this. So surely they sense it. There's graffiti along the bedroom hallways. Now, I can't read the inscriptions and hieroglyphics, but I'm certain it might mention something about a king, some kings, one king. There's definitely one queen listed there. I can make out Mom, but the tension is high. As the kids begin to feel the strain of the reduced bandwidth and Wi-Fi signals are spotty. They're washing their dishes by hand to conserve energy. That's unheard of, but appreciated. And then the thought of eating at home. This, in and of itself, eating at home often has the kids distraught. And they're walking out. They're walking out of the dining rooms and heading back to their rooms. They're also walking out of their clothes. They're leaving empty bottles of Fever Tree and Hershey's chocolate wrappers. I see it littered in choice areas of couches and then the platform leading up to the stairs. Now, it may have always been this way, but you know what I'm saying. It's the distinct smell of despair that lingers in these nooks of our domicile, we'll call it. Despair. It reeks. It smells of potato breath or stale ramen. Yeah. I can sense these. I'm a ramen connoisseur, I do believe. So don't sell me your old ramen. I know the difference. And that's what it smells like. That's the smell of fear and despair. You're welcome. I'm down to my last Modelo and Michelada mix. I'm not certain how much longer I can go on like this. Yeah. Now is the true test of gratitude and resilience. Now it begins. This is the moment when funny fades. That might be the title. I was standing in line yesterday at an elaborate gas station. I'd never been to it before. I think it was called something like Alltown, but it's like the Publix of gas stations. There was a worker behind the desk, and they had a station set up almost like Subway, but the machines were down. They said, "We can only accept cash." And I'm thinking, is this what it has come to? It's happening. Your currency is no longer good here. This is how it all starts. The man behind me, he threw his phone to the ground, and then he looked me dead in the eye, and I knew now is the time. Yeah, I need to throw my phone down in solidarity with him. I think he just dropped his phone, and his gaze, he was looking at me. It was just his silent, "Please look away." But still, I was with him in the moment, and we all everyone in line pulled their pockets inside out. It was unscripted and synced, and in this moment, a union was formed. The empty pocket society. That might catch on. It was our first and our last meeting, right? And from there, we set out onto the unforgiving paved roads, climbing into our Dodge Rams, our Teslas, our BMWs. I don't like BMWs, but more on that later. It's a dark, cold world out there, people, as the sun shines at a level 70 degrees. And yeah, it's beginning to feel real. It's beginning to feel beginning to see the effects in the economy. Uh, there was advertised via email, organizational email, that there was free food at the DFAC. And our colleagues reminded us, since we were out of lunch, that that was happening. So we head back to post to take advantage of that. Entered the doors of the chow hall, grateful, God is good, this godsend was here, and we weren't even going to have to pay for it. But as we walked through the doors, we discovered that this windfall was only for E6 and below. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, you know, morale was high, then it was low. Then it was high, then it was low as we crossed the threshold. And that's okay. I mean, a full meal for $7 to $8, that's always going to be reasonable in my book, especially now that I'm acclimated to this time period. I'm not a time traveler, but I'm just saying, I've lived through some times. But why? Tell me, why was the cashier in the DFAC apologizing? Martha, are you pocketing this money? You don't need to be apologizing so much. But now I'm questioning your motives and your intentions and your actions. Should you be under investigation? Nobody's going to investigate Martha because Martha's too sweet. And we would probably just give her money. Like, she put out a basket, we'd probably just put keys, credit cards, straight up cash. She's just so sweet. But anyway, we love you. Martha's not her real name. I have no idea what her real name is. Super Sweetness, Mrs. Sweetness. But I digress. So the real story broke out on day 15. Yes, I said it. Day 15. So as I'm walking these events back in time, let me explain that the struggle is real. I want this to sink in. I need you to believe me. Emotions impact perception, and perception is reality. So if you are thinking it, that may be your reality. That might be the way it is. And it will certainly affect how the strategies that you deploy and the actions that you take on a daily basis are played out. So it impacts my outlook. A subtle nod to Microsoft. I don't know why. I just felt that. But my Outlook, sponsored by Microsoft. But anyway, I was paid on October 15, and I don't think I was the only one. I know I wasn't the only one. I mean, I'm just saying that like it was a mystery. But in the middle of a government shutdown, someone reached into their very deep back pockets, and instead of pulling out lint like I did, they pulled out the largest wad of unmarked bills. I'm just playing. And said, hey, check this out. I'm going to give this to you. It looks like money. It's going to spend like money, but I'm going to need you to not ask where it came from. Capiche? I'm like, eyes wide shut. I'm nodding blindly. I'm like, yes, give me my money. Was I one of the chosen? I mean, I don't consider myself one of the chosen because, I am. I am a child of God. I am chosen. I am here. I won the race to the egg and I made it to the planet. So in that sense, yes, chosen. But in another sense, where my perception is, I know that I am not the chosen because I keep picking lottery numbers and it has been futile to date. I understand, Dr. Perch from Math 102, that this is not the best use of my time and money, but hope comes cheap these days. I think it costs like $2.42 with tax. That sounds about right. So anyway, thanks, Poppy. But where did this money come from? I feel like I'm a part of a, clandestine organization. Like, what's happening? Did Musk and Trump make up? Is Musk still sponsoring events? organizations, campaigns? Did someone at DFAS, here's probably a more realistic option here. Someone at DFAS, like the guy who wears the suspenders and the penny loafers, did he finally get tired of no one eating his chili mac at the potluck, the office potluck, and he just said, "Fuck it." And then he hit send. Oh no, he took his orange stamp and he marked it, paid, boom, done, handled, and then headed out to the Philippines. Just walked out the door. It's like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't know. Maybe Naples. But somehow that happened. While politicians, I mean, they continue to dance in ballrooms, work with Trump on some lifelike Lego rendition of a monument to place, like inspired by some statue in Paris. I read about this. Uh, a monument to place near the White House in a spot that's been empty for a while and looks like it needs something. And they're golfing in Mar-a-Lago or Pebble Beach. All these, really taxing events to clear their minds so that they can be ready for the fight, the vote. We're left wondering, okay, we made it through level 1, but now here comes the real test, because I don't know how many other back pockets and couch cushions we can pull another, 800 mil out of, but I've got my dice cupped in my hands and I'm breathing on them and I'm rubbing them and I'm whispering to them, come on, decent size, usually dependable, mid-money, let's go. I'm ready to roll. I don't know. I never had to bet on a check before, but now I think I've been elevated. Now it's getting, I mean, is what it is. Maybe I'll have to put in numbers for a check. I'm gonna have to buy a card, a $2.42 ticket to put my hat in the ring, so maybe I'll win my paycheck. But some people out there are really struggling, and I'm not making light of that. I mean, I might be one of them if this keeps going on much longer, but for right now, it's just the calm before the storm. And I felt it in the office yesterday. I was like, man, which way is it going to go? Which way is the tide going to turn? And though I don't agree with some of the logic behind some statements that I see here and there, I did notice, I think it's the Family Advisory Network on Facebook. They said that we have reached an overwhelming number of requests for emergency grocery support. And this shows the real stress many families are feeling right now. I mean, I don't think that that's the correlation, but I love the fact that people care. The number of requests, I don't think it doesn't add up to the stress. But maybe it shows something. Someone is watching, someone cares, and that's always a plus. They were offering something like a weekly food box and a gift card to the commissary. And when I found out about it, it was October 17, walk it forward. And I was like, yes, okay, this will benefit no matter what. I can always use this. I'm near Boston. Prices for everything, for breathing. You got to pay rent to breathe. Everything's sky high. Milk is like $8. I mean, I don't know. I just close my eyes and cry a little every time I shop. But I did go on the site, and the information, um, I I was prepared to put my information in there, but I was directed to an error not found page. Heart sunk. I said, "Oh, was I like the last person in line before the cutoff on the free food box ride?" Like, dang it. Or maybe they heard that we got paid. Either way, that happened. They said, "Hold up. You got paid. Go spend your money and then come back." But I totally got the URL eye roll. And girl, please, you better go spend that money that you got. And it looks like a 404 screen. I'm just letting you know. That's how the internet rolls their eyes, etc. So that leads me to my final note. When you know, when you're up, then you're down, then you're up. You get down. I was just living life and just going through the motions because we still have to show up to work, paid or not. I did get paid, but it's like, oh, will we? But my daughter decided to walk into the commissary because she has adequately sized balls, and she said that she had no money. So, no gift card and no, military family advisory network, certified letter of appreciation or whatever, but they gave her food for dinner. I just found out about it, but I mean, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what in the world?" Well, first of all, thank you, commissary, I guess. But also, I came home on this day, and I was just telling you the other day about the ingratitude of children. So, foot and mouth here, foot and mouth moment. They always put me in a position like this. I say that they do one thing, they turn left, but that's good. This is a good turn. This will be a right turn. But, I came home to perfectly cooked steak and potatoes, ready to eat, feeling like royalty, like a queen, and I just wanna say I am a living queen in my little tiny castle, my little duplex of a castle, surrounded by royalty. So, as we approach the end of the month, I just wanna say, may we truly remember how blessed we really are. And maybe that's like the secret agenda, right? We're heading into November, and we're gonna make sure these American citizens are grateful. But we do need to remember how blessed we really are and how much we have and the many memories that we get to make together. So I just wanted to say to my family and to Claire specifically, thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for what you do. And then thank you to the numerous people out there who continue to care and support the military. It's a beautiful thing. I joke, I kid, but times get hard and we stick together, and it's beautiful. So, this is Better Moody, and you are listening to The Way Forward. Stay blessed, and I'm out.